Hi, I'm Ricky Dolphin, and a little bit about me perhaps. Most people describe me as a polymath. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but so I tend to view myself as I have so many interests, I don't really know what to focus on, so I just do lots of different stuff. So yeah, I've always, from a child, had a love of aviation. I was very fortunate or blessed, depends on your opinion. My view is that God provided me some money to go and do it, and that actually helped pay for me to go and learn to fly. I was really interested in an organisation called Mission Aviation Fellowship, and just said, look Lord, if you want me to pursue this, then you're going to have to figure all of that stuff out, because I'm not sure how to go and do this. Over the next sort of 20 or so years, we had several conversations with Mission Aviation Fellowship. We never felt it was the right time. And then actually fairly recently I went through full evaluations. And there were a lot of hurdles to overcome from family circumstances, and went right the way through. And actually in the end, I just felt it wasn't right to go and do. And what God said to me was, really took me back to Abraham sacrificing Isaac, taking him up onto the mountain. And what God said to me is, I only needed to know that you would do it. And that's the obedience was the important thing. But actually I'm not calling you to do it. The hardest thing then, actually, I think it would have been easier to go and do it. The hard thing was to park a real passion and go, look, if you're not calling me to do it, I'm not going. I was running my own consulting business, consulting to the pharmaceutical industry. And there was a big downturn. I was, selling things to make sure we had enough money in the bank. My wife just said, I've got a real sense, she says, that we ought to open up the paper, the local paper. So she looked through, and there was an ad in with a local company, a neuroscience company called Cambridge Cognition, and they had an advert in the paper. That's just one example when life gets really tough, and then God just kind of kicks in, and it's those little things in life that we don't escape from the difficulties in life, but God carries us through them. People often ask me, well, I wish I had your faith, and my answer has always been, actually, I'm not the one that's having faith here. I think an atheist has way more faith than I do. The belief that all of this happens by chance. I just said I cannot see the probability, I cannot see the logic, and that's my main job. That's what I do. I spend all day solving effectively logic puzzles and thinking strategically about where we're going to go and these types of things. Start looking at some of the evidence. I think I would start by looking at the historical evidence, say for the Bible. Is it historically accurate? That's a good start. Don't just read the cases for. If you can find cases against, read them, stack them up, think about them, draw your own conclusions, see where you land. I don't think God's going to let you down.